All right, well, for a long time, our partners at Investigative Post have covered the serious issues that the city of Buffalo has with lead.
And now there's been some progress in solving it. But as reporter Phil Gambini reports, they've still got a long way to go.
Every year, hundreds of children in Buffalo's poor and minority neighborhoods suffer lead poisoning. Their lives and their futures are irrevocably damaged. And for years, even decades, City Hall has failed to act.
Historically, the city has often failed to enforce its own laws regarding lead exposure in children. Consequently, within our community, thousands of children have been permanently injured by lead exposure.
That's finally starting to change. The Common Council has passed legislation that gives inspectors the power to enter rental apartments and check them for lead paint. Landlords with contaminated units will be barred from leasing them.
It's a huge step forward.
But it's not as big of a step as it could be. There are some 36,000 one- and two-family houses in the city built before lead paint was outlawed in the 1970s. But the law exempts owner-occupied properties. That's thousands of singles and doubles. The exception is a shortcoming in the otherwise sound legislation, according to Cara Metaliano of the Community Foundation for Greater Buffalo.
That's the piece that I would like to see changed.
The city, for the first time since the 1990s, has obtained federal funding to deal with its lead problem. It'll help pay for inspections in high-risk zip codes and cleanup costs for landlords. The goal is to inspect all the targeted properties in 6 years. That's ambitious, given the ongoing pandemic and the already precarious state of the city's finances. Ridding apartments of lead paint is costly for a typical unit, $12,000, give or take. The Community Foundation is working with banks and other funders to set up a revolving loan program to help landlords pay for the work. Metaliano is hoping to initially raise $2 million. That would cover a fraction of the units that require remediation.
Is this going to cure the problem? No. But does it create a more proactive system? Yes.
For Channel 2 News, I'm Phil Gambini with Investigative Post.
All righty, Phil, thank you. And you can read more about this online at investigativepost.org.